Thanks, Senator Lee. Senator Kennedy?
My
Explain your amendment.
amendment will deal with evidence. Other agencies certainly may not be doing their job, but our FBI is at least trying. And right now, if the FBI sees, let's say, child pornography on a social media platform, the FBI, and we passed this law, by the way, 2 decades ago, the FBI has to go to court to get a subpoena to gather the evidence. Now, oftentimes the social media platforms have agreements with users that say, if we're served with a subpoena to turn over your information, we have to tell you, the user, about it. Well, the alleged child predator does what is predictable. He starts destroying the evidence. So we changed the law to say, look, you've got to, the social media platform, cannot tell the user for 90 days that this subpoena is in the process to keep the user from destroying the evidence. My amendment would make 2 changes. Number 1, now the FBI, under this amendment, could issue an administrative subpoena to the social media platform. Give me the pictures. The social media platform could choose to go to court. Social media platform would not be required to go to court. Most of them would go to court. But the burden is on the social media platform. Number 2, while the FBI is in court getting the pictures, the social media platform cannot tell the user, the alleged child predator, for 180 days instead of 90 days. Because sometimes the court process takes more than 90 days. And not always, but in many cases, the user, once he finds out there is a subpoena, is going to start destroying evidence. And that's all my amendment would do, is try to help the FBI.
Senator Kennedy, I think you make a valid point. My staff and I may disagree on this, but I'd like to work with you on the language, if you don't mind. I think this question of the judicial review and when it should take place and how long a grace period without enforcement would last is a worthy issue I'd like to discuss with you.
Let me be sure I understand, Mr. Chair. Your staff doesn't like my amendment, but you do?
I think they're warming up to it.
Well, if I were you, I'd overrule them. That's just a suggestion.
I'm trying to spare them any public embarrassment.
But certainly I'll agree to sit down and work with you and your
Let's do it.
and your staff.
And you'll withdraw the amendment?
And I will.
Well, you have my word that we'll do that. Are there any further amendments to be offered?
Mr. Chairman, I'd
Senator
ask unanimous consent that I be added as a co-sponsor to the bill.
Senator Cruz will be added as a co-sponsor to the legislation. So if there are no